Hi, I'm Adria Richards, and I found the Norm Coleman database. So tonight I was invited to go on the Rachel Maddow show, and I want to just say thank you for that, because really Twitter got me there. So I want to say thank you to all the folks on Twitter. Thanks for posting that article, Chuck, as a link. If I didn't see it in your Twitter stream, I would have never even known that there was this whole issue with Norm Coleman's website crash being a fake. I got curious. I wanted to know what was going on. I'm making this video to answer a question that I got on Twitter from True62, who said, curious about Coleman website story on Maddow. Wondering why Adria Richards posted to Flickr rather than notify site admin. And so here's why. I knew I had to make a decision. I had to take action. And so I created 3 questions, and based on those answers, I chose to upload the photos to Flickr. The first one was, if I were to call the Norm Coleman office, would I be able to get someone on the phone? No. If I did get someone on the phone, would they believe me? No. If I was able to get someone on the phone and they believed me, would there be someone available to fix this issue at 7 o'clock at night? No. So with that, I decided that the most effective method would be to upload the photos to Flickr and then start communicating them. Of course, I could email the photos as well, right? It's more efficient and fast. If those of you haven't used Flickr, it's really powerful. The other thing is, I've had experience, as I would think other people in IT have had, when you make a recommendation to a client that something needs to be upgraded, changed, or fixed. Sometimes, oftentimes, you'll hear, no, it's too expensive. No, we don't need that right now. No, we don't have the time to implement it right now. Whatever. There's some kind of delay. No, no, no. Right? Look at wireless. I know that there are consultants who have said, and employees and staff that have said, you know what, the wireless is open. It's completely open. Anyone can jump on here. This should be changed. And I'm sure there are business people who have said, no, I like it the way it is. The same with, hey, you're using WEP, which is a weak form of wireless encryption. You should use WPA, or we should use something else. No, I like it the way it is. I'm gonna leave it. Okay, so so I had to make an assessment with the information I had. I did some Googling. I was looking for maybe a press release, not from the political Norm Coleman group, but did their IT or website person say anything? Didn't find anything. And so and obviously, here's the thing. I browsed to this directory, and then I saw files and folders and this database file. Why was this server like this? I don't know. Someone said, well, maybe Norm Coleman was moving his website from one server to another, and then, I found the old server, which was still resolving, because it still had an IP address. I don't know. Why were these files missing, though? Why were so many files scraped out of this directory? I don't know. What was it, the hacker who came there? Usually hackers, when they come to sites, they put up a really annoying, flashing thing. You've been hacked by, and then they have their name, because they're so proud that they hacked your site. So for Russian hackers, it's pretty much the tagline. And it's this horrible, anyway. To me, it looked like someone who had access to the server properly, the web administrator, went in and scraped out all these files for whatever reason. Because I went to log files; those were empty, right? So, and by midnight, there was a password login page set up. And here's the thing also, just because Norm Coleman's site came back up later, it doesn't mean that anything had been secured or had been resecured. You don't need to be able to get to directories to access files and folders. There is a technical, HT access is a way of restricting permissions to different directories based on rules. And so the HT access file holds these rules. And that was one of the first things I said. That's all they needed was an HT access file. And Rachel Baker in Chicago, who is also an IT person, echoed that again tonight, saying, yeah, HT access. I'm like, I know. So I based on the information at the time, I decided that the Norm Coleman operation was not going to take action on this. And I get really upset when I see people not respecting other people's private information. On my blog, But You're a Girl, I wrote a post a couple months back that said, could your dentist be swapping your personal information for MP3s? Because I was referring to LimeWire. And then look what happened last week with Barack Obama. His helicopter plans got released, they were found on a P2P file sharing network because a contractor thought it'd be really cool to install this program, whatever, right? Just blows my mind, what these people are thinking doing these things. So I hear you, but I thought, I didn't download the database. I didn't know what was in it. So the 28th is when this happened. The 29th, on my live stream, I said, I'm going to talk about the Norm Coleman website, the database, whatever. And, I said I didn't download it. I don't know what's in it, but it could contain one of two things. One, just a backup of the website, or it could contain personal information. I didn't know which, but, and making a folder called DB in the root of your web directory, it's just so not smart. And that's why I kept saying one level up, one level up. So, yeah, I hope that answers your question. And, would I do this next time? No. In the past, when I've contacted people, is this how I did it? No. I've sent certified letters, the lotion company here in Minneapolis, who I contacted, and I said, you know what, I can see contact information for the other people who are on your list for your sample of lotion and shampoo and body bath things. And I sent them screenshots, I sent them a letter, and I sent them, printed out sample explanations of what the security problem was. And I said, if you want to call and ask questions, great. I'm not like a security website person, but this is a very well-known exploit. What they were using was incremental user IDs. So every time a new person is created, often in a database, it just adds on the next number. Well, then what can happen is the session cookie does not properly stick to the user ID. So you're able to go through other people's user IDs with that same cookie. Sorry for getting technical. So I hope that answers your question, and I appreciate the questions. So keep them coming, and I'll do my best to answer them honestly and accurately. Thanks.